We have winners finals of the Communities Tournament right now. AleshaKills versus Stormblessed. And AleshaKills and Stormblessed are mirror matching a little bit. So AleshaKills is on only Carver, which is their version of a Stone Scar Carver list. So Grenadin Drone, Kindling Carver, Shrine to Carve It is in there. They're only allowed 8 rares, if you remember, 8 rares or legends. So they've got Kato and a couple of different merchants, so you can get 4 by running all of them, and then you get Shrine to Carve It and Strange Burglar in the market here. A little bit of burn as well. So just some more sacrifice engines, and obviously Shrine to Carve It is really incredible. A lot more of an aggressive, streamlined version of the sacrifice deck that we've been seeing. And then the other one that we have is Stormblessed's FTS sacrifice list. So the other ones that we've seen have been all time because of Airmoth Machinations and Heat's Distillation, as well as Rectifier for all the silence. There's Amaranth Stinger and Zenzu, though, also in Stormblessed's list. So we're going to jump on in, and we're going to watch Alesha first. See if they're both ready here. All right, perfect. So yeah, we have Alesha versus Stormblessed right now. Let's make sure that Stormblessed knows to go. And a pretty good start here for Alesha. Get to jam in. Grenadin Drone. Combust plus Annihilate is great. Thank you for the follow, by the way. We're in the middle. Yep, we can start. Yes. Both the players being very nice and waiting so that I can make sure that I'm commentating. But yeah, great start here for Alesha. 2 removal spells and the Senway Smuggler. Being able to go for the Strange Burglar, maybe? The one thing that Alesha doesn't have is they don't really have, like, a great sacrifice outlet yet. That's going to be interesting. Stormblessed thinking really hard about this turn. Maybe deciding between a couple of different turn 1 plays. Both these decks have a lot of them. Like, and they do get access to each other's lists, so Stormblessed might also be looking at that. Maybe deciding if they want to play Kindling Carver really early. If they're worried about Alesha not having a lot of removal. And then, like, seeing Annihilate and Combust in the list, you might not go for it. So that definitely could have been it. Also could just be deciding what to go for with the Seek Power for colors here. Because, I mean, right now, just Common Cause, not getting any colors at all. And that runs right into the Annihilate. And I'm guessing that Stormblessed needs that because Stormblessed is looking like they're really kind of crunched on power here.
Fresh from the battlefield.
Thanks, Safara. Appreciate you stopping in. And thank you for them bits. Yeah, and here we're going to see the Shrine to Carve It, trading away one of the power cards. Because the minute that Stormblessed plays something... Ooh, that's... Yeah, Alesha just took it so fast. I was going to say, I wonder if Alesha just takes it here, but, like, not even a stumble in the slightest. I was expecting something, but I didn't expect it to go that fast. So now we're going to see Combust and a bunch of damage out of Alesha here. Alesha can also go Senway Smuggler and go for the Strange Burglar next turn, and that'll allow for a continuous Shrine to Carve It activation. But that's a lot of power, and it's a way away. Alesha's relying really heavily on getting another sacrifice outlet here. Stormblessed, meanwhile, this is scary. Oh, wow. It's a lot of Scorpion Traps in Alesha's deck right now. And that 3/4 is a problem. But Alesha just drew the sacrifice outlet. Oh, God. I guess that's scary, too, though, because that's just drawing cards. Is it going to draw into Scorpion Traps? All right, we see Strange Burglar. Leaving back a 1/1. Huh. Maybe to threaten to double block the Amaranth Stinger? Worried about a second Stinger? I'm not sure. And Stormblessed is on a pretty low life total, but I feel like AleshaKills deck is really loaded for Stormblessed to get back into this right away. I guess we'll have to see what Stormblessed decides to do here.
Listen,
Rectifier. There's no good silence target here on AleshaKills' side. So Carver is less effective too. And AleshaKills dodging any of these Scorpion traps so far. And I imagine just attacking in with a bunch of units. Yep, the 2 4-2s. Stormblessed gonna trade the 3-4. I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I think Stormblessed kind of has to. No? Stormblessed is gonna block with Carver, keeping the 3-4 back.
And be reborn.
Trying to have good blocks on this board that AleshaKills has, going wide around it. That's surprising me. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Stormblessed has the ability to get Carver right back with this. Oh, but Madness. Madness and the Devour, no less. And Stormblessed is a low life total. AleshaKills kind of just got to go for it. AleshaKills takes the 1-1 and then Devours. But hits 2 traps. Oh, God. 3 traps. Oh. And suddenly AleshaKills' turn is just totally blanked. Like, even this doesn't do anything. Stormblessed blocking with the 3-1? Not with the 3-4. Afraid of AleshaKills being, I don't know, doing something special here. Not sure why that was a thing. I'm not sure what I'm missing there. It might just be giving AleshaKills more respect.
Hidden in plain sight.
Might be for machinations. Maybe. But it ain't no machinations in hand, so I expect the block. Well, maybe not. Okay, yeah, Celtic's deciding not to, but there we go, Devour. And here's more traps, though. There's still 4, so that's only 4, so there's still 6 left. Such a great card against what AleshaKills doing here. Man, AleshaKills' top decks, though. Madness is another great card to hit.
Now presenting.
And now Carver. Carver is a double-edged sword. Like, any of these sacrifices are kind of a problem because they can get into the traps, but that's also pretty disgusting. Immediately getting that shade and stopping Stormblessed from actually having the 8-8. I have to think that Stormblessed actually blocks the 3-1 here this time with the 3-4, if AleshaKills gets in. Trying to Carve It is such an incredible card. Even through all these Scorpion traps, it's making it worthwhile for AleshaKills to just keep drawing. 46 life for AleshaKills to 6. I mean, Stormblessed has a wide board, but they're just so flooded. This flood is incredible. Like, even with all of the added Scorpion traps in AleshaKills' deck, they're still 2 cards deeper. Ooh, Urgent Missive being an awkward draw there. Not really wanting to sacrifice the Carver or the Burglar. And there's Display of Destruction. Slowly ripping away at AleshaKills' fuel here. Problem is, how do you get through 46 life? Like, a Stormblessed needs to draw something. Something that matters. Well, I don't like this attack. I don't like attacking into that 2-1. AleshaKills still declines the block. Now Alesha's turn to flood out a little bit, catching up on the power race finally. I mean, Alesha has a lot of cards deeper in than Stormblessed, and Stormblessed has more power even now than Alesha. It's really terrible luck for them. Stormblessed have another power card? Urgent Missive can be a lot of damage here.
Soul's Light will return.
We can see a pretty big attack. 2 turns in a row, even. Alright, there we go. We finally see that block like I was expecting from the 3-4. Stormblessed has got to get back in this game, though. They need to stop drawing power cards. Yeah, wow. More Flood. I think that it's just power cards sitting in Stormblessed's hand. 50-9. It's so much to chew through. Stormblessed has to hit some non-power eventually. Another high profit. Stormblessed deck is just daggering the hell out of them right now. Although Alesha getting 4 urgent missives in a row is not exactly where they want to be either. But Alesha's got the time. Alesha's sitting here on... No. No, that's so bad. Whew. That is unbelievable. Stormblessed just cannot recover from this flood. And still has no plays. No Nahid's Distillations, no Aramont's Machinations, no Kindling Carvers. Stormblessed just getting power and power and power and doing nothing. Oof. I expect a chump block of a 0-3 here. Trade one of the other ones. Nope, gonna block with the 0-1. I was thinking that you block with 0-3 because then it actually gives you more power. Since you have so many, 2 at +2 is better than 3 at 1. And Stormblessed still not playing anything. I'm guessing that means that Stormblessed drew more power. Like, just more blank cards again. This is unreal. Yeah, and it's just more and more power cards out of Stormblessed here. Yikes. Here comes a torch. Alesha just trying to put on enough pressure. So close to being able to burst out the damage here. Let's see if Stormblessed has finally drawn something to get out of this. Again, they're not playing it right away, so I'm going to imagine no. Like I said, no Distillations. No Machinations, just nothing. All 4 of these High Prophetess of Soul, which I'm sure Stormblessed is currently regretting. There we go. There's a Machinations. Scorpion, the 4th High Prophet, and Shadowlands Guide. Able to pull back another Scorpion. And yeah, just more power. Still, surprisingly enough, Stormblessed is pretty stable. Eventually, we can imagine they'll draw out of this flood. And if they do, they can come back in. Uh-oh. Is Stormblessed getting impatient? No, they've got to have something, right? Alesha just takes all the damage because Alesha's got the life to spare. And another Machinations. Ugh, Stormblessed doesn't really have anything great to get. Stormblessed has drawn so few units that matter. They're just trying to finish this game before it keeps going, but like, Alesha's at 39 life. That's a tough task. And you've always got the threat of that shrine to turn a game around out of nowhere. I mean, I guess do they know that all of the urgent missives, the fast sacrifice that makes two other units, are gone? This is a hell of a fight, though. What a drag-out game. And there's Kato. Oh, God. Stormblessed needs to find something useful here. Yeah, and I mean, Stormblessed is getting more and more fuel for sacrifice stuff, but no sacrifices, no draws. Alesha just digging, because if they get to the market, Flame Blast is enough to kill.
It'll get the
and
job
there it
done,
is.
guaranteed.
Now the big question is, can Stormblessed somehow gain life and get out from under this? Because they've got one turn before Alesha renews their power and gets back in. Stormblessed has their own merchants. That's not enough. And that'll be the game. Alesha just goes to go straight for the dome and win. Is Devour? Display of Destruction! That's enough! It's enough to stay alive. Alesha's going to be able to sacrifice and get the 8. Something that Stormblessed was trying to prevent.
Smiles on me.
Thing is, Alesha still has an attack. Yeah, I was going to say, now Alesha gets to swing 2 10-8s. Stormblessed just so stuck on this power for so long. Now having to trade a lot of things away. I would imagine, I mean, you've got to block here. Let's go ahead and block with one of these. It doesn't matter. Maybe deciding if they want to trade the Shadowlands Guide. I'm not sure what Stormblessed is thinking about. Doesn't want to keep a 1/1? A lot of thinking going on here. Alright, Stormblessed instead blocking with the 4/2 and wiping out all of Alesha's board. I like that line too. Making it so that Alesha doesn't have anything left so they can't try and come back with the shrine here. Stormblessed on infinite power.
The world
Finally hits another unit, but I mean, it's not enough. It is a rare. Ooh, Assembly Line is a good hit. Another good way to go wide. Fire Conjuring can help. Alesha's gonna wait until they get another thing to trade into the market, though. Zenzu's kind of a double-edged sword here, because this game might end up going to milling at this point. Because if Stormblessed stabilizes, I'm still not sure that they come past 58 life again. It's so hard to race this shrine to carve it. Interesting. Stormblessed actually attacking. And getting the Dark Turn.
this way.
I mean, this is fine, but Stormblessed really just trying to get something like a Carver or an Heath Distillation, I'm sure. Really haven't been able to see the sacrifice value side of Stormblessed deck in a lot of ways. Here come all the little units. Is it enough? That's pretty bad. So that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's more than enough. Blocking with the Zensu. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. Have to. Yep. For some reason I miscounted. I thought they didn't have to block that. Oof. And still leaving with Alesha 3 units for Alesha.
Listen and be reborn.
78 life. There's the torch. Oh, if Alesha had waited, they would have actually won. The life gain from the Zensu made that attack worse. Amazing. So now Alesha's going to trade off for Fire Conjuring. See what they invoke. And trying to get another attack in. Charchain Flail. Okay. Stormblessed blocking everything.
Listen and be reborn.
And then Charchain. Get rid of the 3/4. Stormblessed just gonna use that to sacrifice the silence? And another power card. Wow. Yeah, Stormblessed on 14 power cards. With 8 more cards in deck than Alesha. Versus 10. Wow. I mean, I guess, okay, 12 still. Just an unbelievable amount of flood from Stormblessed here.
I'll finish this.
Stinger is good. I imagine that's a trade. Alesha's not going to want to let Stinger hit again. This game won't end. They're over halfway through their decks. Stormblessed thinking. Maybe deciding on whether or not to attack. Worried about madness. Still no Nahid's Distillation out of this deck. Still no Carver. There's 4 Kindling Carvers and 4 Nahid's Distillations in Stormblessed deck. They're halfway through their deck. Over halfway through their deck. And they still haven't seen it. There's a Madness. Another Seek Power. Oh my god. Stormblessed just not able to stop drawing power cards. And Alesha's in a dangerous spot with this Madness.
The world.
Stormblessed gets into their Zensu. But again, like, still, Carver, Distillation. There's 8 things that Stormblessed desperately needs to hit here and hasn't found. Another power card! Stormblessed has to just be shaking their head right here. This is unbelievable. And now Alesha... Oof, Annihilate plus Madness. This is very scary. Stormblessed still not seeing any of those. Attacking first. Getting a little bit of life.
This way.
Yeah, and I mean, hasn't even drawn a Carver off of the Zenzu discards to get with this. Just has to settle for a Nahid's Faithful. I mean, that is some life gain. It does help, but I'm just... Carver and Distillation are the cards that I'm waiting for, and they're just not coming. That being said, that lifesteal is going to be huge right now for Stormblessed, because Annihilate doesn't deal with it. So what does Alesha do? It might be enough to get out of this problem. I like Stormblessed just kind of ratcheting up the pressure here. Gotta be a large portion of Stormblessed power. I mean, they have 4 Seek powers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 29 power sources, essentially. And they've gotten to... 21. So there's only 8 left, yeah. Still no Carver. Still no Distillation. Less than a third of the deck left for Stormblessed. More power cards! Stormblessed cannot stop drawing it. But they're winning! The best thing is that Stormblessed is winning. There's another power card. There's only 6 left? 5 left? Something like that? So little power left in Stormblessed deck. They've got to start being able to do things. But now these Distillations, like, if they'd gotten them a long time ago, it would have been amazing. Now they're looking at just milling themselves out. It's taken so long and they've had to spend so much time. They might mill themselves.
Smiles on me.
In plain sight.
Now presenting.
Just incredible.
Grotov smiles on me.
Here we go. Stormblessed now is going off. Finally able to do it. Still no Carver to get. But at this point, I don't know that Stormblessed wants it. Here comes Grenadin Drone, and I imagine the Kato. Kato is just such an incredible card here off of Airmoth's Machinations. Stormblessed is really going to turn this around fast. I don't think Alesha can get out of it now. Yeah, and there we go. Alesha scoops. What a game. That is our first game of the match. The very first one. Game 1 down, chat. That's winners finals for you. These two decks are incredible. Both of these players are very good. Both of their decks are very well built. And we're in for a hell of a fight. We're going to watch it from the other side this time, from Stormblessed. Stormblessed doing a really good job of mitigating just enough damage to last for long enough to draw 2/3 of their deck with no draw. Like, not getting any of their draw cards the entire time to turn that game around and win. We're going to watch from Stormblessed side this time. And see where they go. Oof, a rough draw. But coming out the other side of it with something a little bit better. I've got to imagine you have to keep this. Alright, have a wonderful night, Pie Guy. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you sticking around and watching some of the tournament to support our players. What a game. You can indeed exhaust a Shrine deck of resources. Takes a long time, though. Alesha waiting. Starting off with drone. So the big thing here is, like, I mean, we saw it game 1. Alesha's deck is a lot faster. And it's going to come down to whether or not that's good enough. I mean, Carver could get played here turn 1. Don't know if that's the right thing. Maybe deciding on Seek Power instead. And I think you'd see. Go for fire. No, Carver's coming down turn 1. Alright, here we go. Stormblessed is just going for it. Yeah, and Alesha's got the Annihilate immediately. Goodbye to the only Carver that Stormblessed has found. And Stormblessed deciding not to play the Nahid's Faithful, waiting until they can get value off the Kato. Ooh, and Alesha needing to dig a little bit here. Is Alesha short on power? Alright, it looks like they hit it. Now we get Kato and Nahid's Faithful to sacrifice the 0/1. And Stormblessed has a great start on the board here. Shadowlands Guide is perfect for if this ever dies.
We earn our...
So we're going to see Stormblessed looking for a place to trade that. Maybe even just attacking here.
This way.
No! We're going to see the opposite. We're just going to see Carver come back. That makes a lot of sense too. I'd forgotten the Carver had gotten out so early and gotten annihilated. Because normally you see Carver come down once it can actually sacrifice something. And Alesha maybe throwing away some value here to make sure they get the treasure troves. I think that makes sense for what Alesha's deck is. Alesha trying to be the aggressor here for sure. Annihilate the Carver again. Thing is, though, Stormblessed has this Machinations.
The world will tremble.
Ooh, they're gonna wait on it, though, deciding to use the Kato instead. Do they have a 3 yet, or is it just Shadowlands Guide? Okay, so they don't have a 3 yet, so Shadowlands Guide also in play. They're gonna want to trade that first. So I imagine that there's an attack actually out of the 3-1 here. Yeah. And Alesha might not block it because of that. Yeah. Alesha properly realizing that that's going to be a Machinations and not wanting to feed it any further. Alesha getting to dig a little bit here. Way behind, though. And Alesha is, like, on match point here. If they lose, Stormblessed goes on to Grand Finals. Alesha's got to win Losers Finals to get back into it. And does Alesha have the follow-up Combust? No, Urgent Missive.
Soul's White will return.
Combust would have been amazing, but Urgent Missive is certainly good. Now, Stormblessed is kind of clogged up here. Are we going to see the Machinations come down before that 3-1's in the Void?
I call on the power of Saul.
Nope. Stormblessed just waiting it out, waiting for maximum value here. Ooh, a Madness is scary. Madness after Madness here from Alesha. If Alesha can go to the market and find that shrine to carve it, it's going to get really scary here for Stormblessed. Stormblessed doesn't have a lot of damage yet. I mean, well, none, really. But shrine to carve it suddenly turns this game around instantly. Like, 25 life evaporates real fast on a board this wide.
Listen and be reborn.
We're going to see Rectifier silencing something. Another 3-drop that Stormblessed can try and get into the void here.
Guaranteed.
Uh-oh. And we might see Shrine Urgent Missive? Has Alesha been slow rolling it? They have! That is a lot of damage. I think that might be enough. That might be the game. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's not going to be quite enough, but, I mean, it's just a ton of damage. Stormblessed having to do a lot of mitigating. And right now, it's going to be 16, 20 damage. Going to 5? Ooh. Stormblessed really wanting to keep alive the 0-3. Another Carver. I mean, now this just happens next turn, though. Like, Stormblessed gets to do it again. Or, sorry, not Stormblessed. Alesha gets to do it again. Well, actually, no, wait. With the Aeromots and getting back the Kindling, the Rectifier Shade here, they can sacrifice this one, get rid of that one, use the next Rectifier to get rid of this. Wait. Oh, no, 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 Rectifier's in... Wait, did they not get it? What's going on? Where's the third? Okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just spending a lot of time thinking about it. So now we're going to see the Rectifier silence both Carvers to try and shut off the Shrine. And it's enough for now. Let's see if it stays enough. Oh, there's the Combust, the top deck sacrifice. And that's the game for Alesha. Stormblessed just flooding out here again. Having a lot of problems finding way too much power. Great play by Alesha. Really good top deck right at the end to win it. And we're going to a game 3. We're going to watch from Alesha's side. Really well played by both players. Definitely a tough loss for Stormblessed. Stabilizing and getting blown out by that top deck combust. But that's what Alesha's deck is streamlined to do. Alesha has a lot of sacrifice outlets for that exact reason. All those go wide boards that can just be so explosive with the Shrine to Carve It. And we've got our players set and ready. Stormblessed being very, very patient waiting for me is very nice. Deciding to mulligan. Maybe Stormblessed is on a really tough mulligan decision instead. Stormblessed is a very methodical player. We'll see that a lot. Like, they're a slower player, but it's because they play really, really well. Stormblessed considers a lot of lines before they make a move. Here comes Sparkcatcher. Stormblessed not playing anything. Maybe holding up a display? Nope, just nothing. Stormblessed just waiting around. Maybe stuck on another rough hand. Because there's not a lot that Stormblessed can't play for 3 or less.
I'll finish this quickly.
Ooh, there's the Stinger. Trading for both of the Sparkcatchers? I'd imagine so. I don't think Alesha wants to have that happen. Ooh, and here's the madness. I think that Alesha's going to want to wait on that for a little while. Probably just play the Sparkcatcher. Madness is a fantastic hit, though. Once again, Alesha just really wanting to get one of those merchants. And Alesha has actually invested 2 of their slots on rares, specifically to getting as many merchants in this deck as possible. Top deck Machinations. It's pretty good for the Carver. Well, right, Overwhelm on it is going to be amazing, though, actually. I was going to say, missing out on the value is something that Stormblessed is shown to be reluctant about, right? Wanting to get the full value, getting 1, 2, and 3. But being able to hit with the Stinger and actually have it connect is probably worthwhile. Alesha gets to take this Carver, though. Ooh, and getting their own Carver for the problem. Nice. Now maybe not even using Urgent Missive. Yeah. Gets to use the Carver they top deck to use this. That's disgusting. And now getting to play the Senway Smuggler to go and get the Shrine. Oh my god, what a turn. Wow, Alesha's draws have been incredible. And Stormblessed is attacking not knowing how much trouble they're in. I mean, probably knowing the Shrine to Carve It's coming, but not knowing that Alesha has these extra Urgent Missives to deal so much damage here.
Soul's White will return.
Yeah, and swinging out immediately for 17 damage versus Stormblessed. What a beating. And Stormblessed playing a bunch of cultists as more blockers. Out of desperation here. Stormblessed kind of trying to do the same thing as last time that this happened. And just wait long enough that Alesha starts hitting these Scorpion traps. Try and keep stalling, keep stalling, keep stalling. Eventually we know that Stormblessed deck has these Machinations, has these Nahid's Distillations, and will be able to go a little bit longer than Alesha's deck can handle. Now Stormblessed is being a little more cautious with that 3-4, which is hilarious. I love the hesitation there. knowing how wide Alesha can go and how fast, that moment of like pausing, wait, do I have 5 other blockers? Yeah, I have 5 other blockers. Alright, I guess this is fine. Is just a perfect example of what this game is about. With like only 2 things on Alesha's side of the board, and you still have to wonder, is attacking with my 3-4 here good enough? Just incredible. Ooh, and Alesha hitting trap into trap. And we've seen this play out before, and it didn't end up well for Alesha. Alesha attacking him with both, but they just get picked up by a couple of tokens off that display. So Stormblessed is looking really good. Alesha does get some draw. Like, Treasure Trove's going to be nice. But a long ways behind here. And drawing extra cards for Alesha is obviously a double-edged sword right now because it can just give more Scorpion traps to Stormblessed. Alesha just getting slowly chunked down here by all of these units from Storm. Ooh, and that's a Carver, though. That might be enough to let Alesha find some kind of an answer. Alesha just sacrificing now and just slamming in. Okay. Deciding not to use the Carver, just wanting to get some pressure here. I was expecting Carver to come down and try and dig down to like some madnesses. Try and get a surprise turn. But that's not what we're seeing here at all. Alesha just trying to keep the pressure up.
The world will tremble.
Now Zenzu comes down. I mean, Alesha with no way to sacrifice anything off this Carver. Sure where they're going to be able to go. Yeah, and then just pass the turn. Not wanting to show the Seed of Chaos is undepleted. So you know that there's almost no gas in Alesha's hand. I think that Stormblessed might be able to figure that out anyway, though. Yeah, an Urgent Missive, not the draw that Alesha wants. They're even just going to let it go. Stormblessed hitting a Rectifier. We might see an Airmott's Machinations getting that back to silence the Kindling. Nope, there's just one in hand. I imagine Stormblessed has probably been sitting on that for a couple turns, waiting for this opportunity to make sure that there's no way that Alesha has that sacrifice. It's looking pretty rough. There's the madness, but it's too late. There's no sacrifice. And now Stormblessed also has the lifesteal off the 3-4. Or the 4-3, sorry. And now here comes Combust, killing off the Carver, just to make sure that there's nothing here on the side of Alesha. That is enough. That's lethal. Stormblessed getting that one extra point of damage just to make sure. And there we go. Alesha going down, losing in winners finals. Finally being eliminated, and we are going to see Stormblessed move to the grand finals of this tournament.